Well, I've been very busy the last few weeks and finally just got time to do a quick tour of the garden, and that side is all the building site, so I'm going to restrict the views this way towards the garden, and I'm going to grab the camera and I'm just going to take you around. So my spare brassica little planting area is still hanging on, giving us a little bit of a harvest, and I've done a lot down here. Everything's been cleared that was in here, I think last month. We've got lettuces and salad onions, and then all the way down there is all colettes. So quite a lot of colettes, all my eggs in one basket there. This year, just because of circumstance, I've had to do a lot of single block planting, which I don't really like to do. I like to have things scattered around in multiple locations, but yeah, all colettes. And onions down here, I think. Oh no, shallots down there. Long red Florence, just a few peas, and then all the way along here, loads and loads of strawberries. And these, the little ones that you can't see much of here, these were just some runners that I'd taken that I forgot about. So I've potted them on, and it looks like they're all still alive. So they're looking quite nice. And then, oh, I've got some ochre in tubs here. And one of my grandsons has discovered that he really loves ochre leaves. So they're very high in oxalic acid, so we don't have very many, but yes, quite a few of them. And then my main crop, strawberry bed, my peas. These are the meteor peas, and they're okay. They're nowhere near, I don't think, as good as the sugar snaps, and although these are meant to be like super early, they're only a week earlier than the sugar snaps, so I think I'll stick to sugar snaps next year. I've kind of just interplanted onions all over the place in this strawberry bed that I had left over, and put a few kales in there, which I actually thought were colettes, but now I'm looking at them, it's pretty obvious that they're Pentland Brig kales. And I was wondering where those Pentland Brig kales had gone, but anyway, that answers that mystery. And just a few Brussels there. It's looking pretty wild. So I've got red cabbages in here with salad onions kind of interplanted. These are salad onions actually from last year, and they're only now just sort of coming into their own. And soon they'll be probably too big, but anyway, I need to take this bird netting off pretty soon. I think he'll be all right. And here I've got raspberries, some fruitas. I've got my garlic down here. We've got more garlic than this, but this is the garlic we've got in the kitchen garden. And I've just sown the seeds for the red cabbages that will replace this garlic towards the end of June. And here I've got all my berries, so I've got blueberries, gooseberries, kind of alternated down here. And eventually I just get to blueberries. There's still a few plants that are just alive that I really didn't want to get rid of, just in case I could sort of get them working again. We'll see how that goes. My wild rocket has gone to seed. I've just got a few potatoes down here that, yeah, these were in the greenhouse, but I put them outside about a month ago. They've survived okay. I've got some more blueberries. Cherry tree looking really good, actually, really good. And obviously got my little relaxation area. And I've got some more peas. And the tomatoes that were in the greenhouse, but I've moved them outside now because they were taking up too much space. I like to use the top of this wall for plants that are cold hardy, basically, or things that I'm hardening off and I don't want slugs and snails to get them. Snails quite happily climb up that wall, but slugs tend not to. And the grapevine is just bursting into life now, and lettuce beds are looking really lovely. I really should be harvesting these, obviously, they're way on, but I'm not harvesting them because I've got lots of other lettuce that needs harvesting more desperately. So anyway, it's been a bad year for predicting lettuce harvest dates. Last batch of salad onions from last year, then we're on to new season stuff. I've got some Mikado spinach, a little bit of damage on that there. Next lettuce bed, another cherry tree. It's also looking quite nice. And then I've got this little row of strawberry runners, which I bought on a whim, and they weren't very good. I've got 2 rows of these. One of them, not a single one has lived, and in this one I've lost one as well. I got them from Chris Bowers. I'm not impressed, and obviously I'll be contacting them and trying to get that sorted out. But these are a day neutral variety that I was hoping to keep going well into sort of October, maybe November. We'll see how that goes. My little peach tree and apricot tree, I think that's the right way around. Never grown them before, so I'm assuming that's what peaches look like, and I probably need to thin some of those off. And there aren't any apricots on this, I don't think, which is no surprise since it's its first year. And then the greenhouse. So I've taken a lot of stuff out of this greenhouse now, which makes it a little bit more manageable. There's nothing up on the shelves because it's just so hot in here, even with the double doors open and all the vents and everything. Anyway, what have I got in here? So I've got my climbing French beans that are certainly climbing. I've got my tomatoes. There's a lot of tomatoes on here, but no ripe tomatoes yet, unfortunately. But the plants are huge, and the numbers of flowers are just ridiculous. So I've had to use string to hold the branches in and give them a bit of extra support, because otherwise I'm sure they're going to break off. This is my biggest and best cucumber plant, and harvesting quite a lot of cucumbers now, thankfully. So it's a little bit late, but got there in the end. Strawberries in here as well. More of these massive tomato plants. I'm having to water these 3 times a day. Just a small amount 3 times a day, so not too bad. Peppers are coming on quite nicely. I've got a lot of pepper plants in here, and they've all got good sized peppers on them now. Some of them are little, but yeah, not too bad. Quite happy with them, and I think the key thing is not only have they got fairly good sized peppers on them, but I think in these big pots they will by now have got pretty good root systems as well, so hopefully they can support that rate of growth. So yeah, they're all doing really nicely, the peppers. I've got another cucumber there, and I've got another cucumber in the corner, and I've got my earliest courgette plants. Obviously I've got quite a few courgettes on these. I've got courgettes in the polytunnel as well, so we're in courgette abundance at the moment. I'm picking them like every other day. Got these few spare pepper plants. Not sure whether these will ever get planted out, to be honest, but they might do. A bit of basil, some sweet corn, tomato plants, some more peppers. Most of my peppers now are on the allotment ready for planting out. Golden purslane and some melons. Most of my melons are also on the allotment ready for planting out. And my last, oh, not my last, but my last batch, the last batch of, I'm so tired. What are these? Brussels sprouts. And my last batch of tomatoes. And there's the final little cucumber plant. So that, I think, is everything. My name's Steve. This is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel. And I'll see you soon.